Hi, fifth graders. We are going to be taking video notes on lesson 5.6 today. We are actually going to start on page 302. So if you flip your Go Math book to 302, I do want to talk a little bit about page 301 real quick. So what we're doing today is finding the whole from a percent, okay? And we're going to use a relationship among the part, the whole, and the percent to solve problems today. Okay, this is going to be a fairly difficult one to do, so I would try your best to focus and pay attention the best that you can here. We have 4 steps that we're going to go through today, and we are going to use equivalent ratios in order to solve these problems. Okay, so the problem actually stems from the previous page. So I'm going to read the problem for us. It says, Emily has sent 28 text messages so far this week. That is 20% of the total number of text messages she is allowed in 1 week. What is the total number of text messages Emily can send in 1 week? So before we had unlimited talk and text, we actually had limits on our text messages. So that's where this problem is stemming from. But we have to figure out what 20% of the whole is here. So our first step is to write the relationship among the percent, the part, and the whole. Okay, so we are going to use this formula today. The percent equals the part over the whole. So what we know right now is that we are given 20%, okay, and we're given the part. The part was 28. She has sent 28 so far. What we don't know is the whole, and that's what we're going to be trying to figure out today. Okay, so we have 20% and we have 28 that we're given. So we've written we're going to step 2, write the percent as a ratio. So step 2 is 20 over 100 is what 20% equals. Okay, so all I did here was I switched 20% to 20 over 100. Okay, and I still have 28 here. And I'm trying to find what this is. Okay, now if it's easy, I could say 20 times what is 28? Well, there's nothing in this case that does that, okay, or nothing easily goes in evenly. Okay, so I can't do that, so instead I need to go to step 3, which is to simplify the known ratio. So the only part that we know right now is 20 over 100. So what does 20 over 100 simplify to? Well, 20 goes in evenly to both. So 20 divided by 20 is 1. 100 divided by 20 is 5. Now I have something that I can figure out. Okay, so I now know 1 times 28 gives me 28. So whatever I do to my top fraction, I do to my bottom fraction. So 1 times 28 is 28. 5 times 28, I'm going to have to go to the side to do. So 28 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. 2 times 5 is 10, 14. So I get 140 as my whole. So 28 is 20% of 140. Emily can send 140 messages in 1 week. Okay, so that's her limit on her text messages. How many of you do you think could do that? I don't know. All right, anyway. The next example is 24 is 5% of what number? Again, I'm going to use this formula right here. So I'm going to take the things that I know. I know that my percent is 5%. So 5% equals, and I know my part is 24 because 24 is the number that I am given. I am looking for the whole. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try to find. So the first thing is I'm going to write the relationship among that percent and the whole. Okay, so I just did that. Okay, then write the percent as a ratio. So 5% is 5 over 100. Because 5 does not go into 24 evenly, I need to simplify this fraction. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Okay, now I can get from 1 to 24. So I'm multiplying by 24 to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go down, write an equivalent ratio. 1 times 24 is 24. 20 times 24. You actually could do 24 times 20, probably some of you in your head. I'm going to go to the side to do it just to show you. Okay, but because this has a 0 in it, I could just do 24 times 2 to get 48, and then add my 0 onto the end. Okay, so I don't need to do all the work of doing double digit by double digit in this case. Regardless, we know that the whole is 480, so 24 is 5% of 480. Okay. All right. I'm going to have you guys pause the video and try a couple. I know that this can be a difficult skill, so refer back to these steps. Okay, refer back to write the relationship, write that percent as a ratio, simplify, and then create an equivalent fraction. It's a 4-step process, okay, and not one that you've probably done many times before. So let's pause, and we're going to try number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, on the next page, which is page 303. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and try. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to go through the steps, and I'm not going to go maybe as fast as I normally do because I do think that this can be difficult. So my relationship is my first step. I got to write the relationship. So 10% equals 14 over my whole. Okay, so I don't know what that whole is. My second step, write the percent as a fraction. So 10 over 100 equals 14 over blank. Okay, 10 doesn't go into 14 evenly, so I'm going to simplify this fraction. So 10 over 100 is 1 over 10. Okay, so 1 to 14 is multiplied by 14. I need to do the same thing to the bottom. So 10 times 14 is 140. Okay. Number 3. 3 is 5% of blank. So again, write my relationship. So 5% equals 3 over blank. Okay. And then write my percent as a ratio or a fraction. So 5 over 100. Okay. 3 over blank. Obviously, 5 doesn't go into 3 evenly because 3 is smaller than 5. But when I reduce this, 5 over 100, 5 goes in evenly, gives me 1 over 20. Okay, now I can create an equivalent ratio by multiplying by 3. So 20 times 3 is 60. So 3 is 5% of 60. Okay. So all that's saying is basically that 5% off of 60 is 3. We're basically doing the opposite of what we've done the last couple of days. Okay. All right, last one. 12 is 60% of blank. I use my relationship. So my relationship is percent equals the part, which is 12, over the whole, which we're trying to figure out. Write my percent as a fraction. 60 over 100 equals 12 over blank. In this case, 60 and 12 do have something in common, so you actually don't even need to reduce this if you don't want to, because you already, 60 divided by 5 gives you 12. Okay, so you can just divide 100 divided by 5 to give you 20. Now that doesn't mean that you can't reduce it and do it, because you can reduce it and do it. 3/5 equals 12 over blank. 3 times 4, 5 times 4, okay, still is going to give you 20. Either way, you're going to get 20 as your answer, though, okay? All right, we'll work more with this tomorrow. Again, refer to these steps when you're doing problems. You need to have those 4 steps. Okay, bye.